I was originally going to be making a video on the top 10 all-time Champions League goal scorers. However, when I was researching this topic, I came across a bit of a problem because two very credible sources that I found had, well, let's just say very different lists, especially from the top 5 down to the 10. So I went to the first of all, I went to the official UEFA website because I was like, well, it's the UEFA Champions League, so they're going to have the correct list. And then I went to a place called Transfermarkt. So this is a place where it deals with like all the transfers and everything. It has quite a lot of statistical stuff as well, which I've put that in the description of my videos when I use, well, basically what they say, so for things like transfers and sometimes for things like stats. However, this place has also been quite controversial recently because it took off, I think it was one of the Saudi Arabia competitions when Ronaldo and Al Nassr won the competition. It took the stats off Ronaldo, all the goals he scored and everything, because they said it wasn't recognised as an actual proper competition. They said it was a friendly competition. So I probably should have seen that and thought that this wouldn't be the same as UEFA. However, the Champions League website and Transfermarkt have very, and I mean very different lists, like I said, especially going from the top 5 down to the top 10. So yeah, I'm just going to talk about that because I find it really weird how two very credible websites have very different lists and how some players have quite a few goals taken off them by Transfermarkt, and I don't really get it because especially with them taking that competition off the website and not counting it towards Ronaldo. I think it was the Arab Champions Cup or whatever it is. So I find that really dodgy because the Transfermarkt list for the top 10 Champions League goal scorers goes like this. At number 10, they have Ibrahimovic with 48. At number 9, it's Di Stefano with 49. 8, Thierry Henry with 50. Then at number 7, Thomas Muller with 53. Number 6, Van Nistelrooy with 56. Then at number 5, they have Raul with 71. Number 4, they have Benzema with 90. Number 3, they have Lewandowski with 91. Number 2, they have Messi with 129. And then at number 1, they have Ronaldo with 140. So looking at that, you'd probably think that that is quite accurate. And especially with Transfermarkt being quite a reliable website, you think that the Champions League will probably have the same one. However, the UEFA Champions League list goes like this. Number 10, straight away, they have a change. It's Felipe Inzaghi with 50. Then at number 9, they have Thierry Henry with 51. Then at number 8, they have Thomas Muller with 53. Then number 7, someone who wasn't even on their list, Shevchenko with 59. So they've taken about 10 goals off him at least. Then at number 6, they have Van Nistelrooy with 60. Then at number 5, they have Raul with 71. Then at number 4, Benzema with 90. 3, Lewandowski with 91. 2, Messi, 129. Then number 1, they have Ronaldo on 141. So really, the top 6 are the same order, but then they have some without, just like Van Nistelrooy, they have 4 different with Van Nistelrooy. Muller, they have the same. Henry, they have 1 different. And then the UEFA don't even have Ibrahimovic or Di Stefano on. And then Transfermarkt don't even have Shevchenko on or Inzaghi. So the problem I have here is I wouldn't really see this as a problem if Transfermarkt weren't that reliable or they weren't really used that much, but that website is actually used quite a lot. So for them to get this so wrong is actually quite worrying because a lot of places look at this as fact and they clearly don't have their stats right. Because if I'm honest, I'm going to believe the actual official website of the competition because they're a lot more likely to get things like this right. So when you see things saying, oh, so and so's got a certain amount of goals, and then they basically get these from Transfermarkt and all that, it is a bit worrying, because also I think with all of these, oh, he scored X amount of goals, it really, like, it usually isn't like accurate, because like one place will say they have 850, then the other one says they'll have 1,000. Even if they have, like, they don't include the friendlies, they probably should, because this is going to cause a lot of confusion with people. And to get a list like that so wrong as well with such a popular website, I just don't really see how no one has noticed this, and I do see it as quite worrying. So yeah, that was a bit of a surprise to me. Not necessarily that they got it wrong or that they got it different, it's just how different and how wrong it was. So let me know what you think about that down in the comments. That was a little discovery that I made in the last few days, and I just thought it was quite interesting. So first of all, which one do you believe? Do you believe Transfermarkt or do you believe UEFA? Let me know about that down in the comments. If you found this interesting, leave a like so I know that you like this kind of stuff. And then if I come across something else like this, I'll make another video on it. This video is probably a bit shorter than usual. However, I just thought I would bring this up because I've never seen anything like this really brought up before. So thank you for listening to the video, and hopefully I will see you in the next one.